Hello, my name is Rebecca Durr, and this is my mini lecture for Communications 210. My topic is listening. So, what is listening? Most people think that it's recognizing that somebody else is talking and not saying anything. While this does work, it's just not a very good form of listening. Listening skills are key for nonverbal communication. When you listen to somebody, you're actually doing a lot of things in a tiny amount of time. First, by listening, you decide to be involved in a person's life and what they have to say, instead of tuning them out to listen to something else or somebody else. Once you do this, the other steps of listening will fall right into place. The next step of listening is to focus. Even though you've decided you want to listen to a person, it's a conscious choice that we have to make to continue listening. Keeping your focus on one thing is hard, especially if it gets boring. But you still got to do it. Then, listening requires understanding. You can't show somebody that you know what they're saying if that meaning gets lost along the way, right? Thankfully, your brain does most of the automatic translation, so all you have to do is to fit the pieces together and then relate them to one another. After you know what the other person is talking about, there are two final steps to listening. These steps are remembering and responding. Remembering the information that you've been given by the speaker enables you to respond to that person in the form of questions, affirmative answers, or even just a nod. Once people know that they haven't been rambling on with nobody listening, they'll feel a lot better about themselves and their ability to hold a conversation. For me, responding in small ways is a good skill to have because I know quite a few people who will continue talking and are satisfied with me nodding, smiling, and saying yes every now and then. Because I can respond quickly and simply, I'm able to dodge conversations and instances where I might have to say more than a few words. So, there are four main listening styles. These are relational, critical, analytical, and time/task oriented. Relational is when you care about the person and what they have to say. You want to hear them and show them that you care. Critical and analytical are basically the same thing, but with a key difference. Critical, you want to know the information. You hear what the person is saying, and you store it in your brain for later use. Analytical, however, you still hear the information, but you question where it came from and its eligibility. You want to know if it's true or false. Finally, the time/task-oriented listener is completely practical. They don't care about what the other person has to say. They only care about the information and how they can use it to reach their goal of point B from point A. For me, I'm a relational listener. I want to hear what others have to say because I think that the majority of it is important. However, this isn't always true for me, and I think that I can definitely be a time-oriented listener when I need or want to get something done as soon as possible. There are many things that affect a person's ability to listen to others. Some of these are information barriers, and others are listening barriers. The information barriers, such as word overload or our processing rate, depend on our ability to multitask and to think quickly. The listening barriers are obstacles such as not being interested in what somebody has to say, being turned off by a word or phrase, or focusing on criticizing somebody because of what they're doing while talking. Personally, I find it hard to focus on somebody if they're talking in a monotone without passion in their voice. So, how can you improve how you listen to other people while they're talking? Simple. Close your mouth and open your ears and eyes. While you might think you're being a polite listener if you aren't saying anything, your nonverbal communication plays a huge role in how people see you. If you show them that you care about what they're saying, they'll be more inclined to be your friend and to help you when you need it. You can show them that you're listening by looking at them, not fidgeting or being easily distracted, and asking questions about what's being talked about. People love to talk about themselves to anybody who will listen, and it's good to practice. Listening is just the first step to improving your relationships with friends, families, and even coworkers. Whether you're a relational, critical, analytical, or even time-oriented listener, everybody can benefit from listening a little bit more a little bit longer. Thank you.